All right, so you're gearing up for your shampoo and styling licensing exam, and yeah, the pressure is definitely on. But what if I told you that the entire test, the whole thing, really just boils down to 3 golden rules? Today, we're going to crack the code on what the PSI exam is really looking for. Let's dive in.
So, let's just start with a big question. When you sit down for that exam, what do you think is the single most important thing they're testing for? Is it your talent, your speed, how up-to-date you are on the latest trends? The real answer might actually surprise you.
And here it is, the big secret. The exam isn't really about how artistic you are. It's about professional responsibility. The entire thing is built to answer just one question. Can you be trusted to keep the public safe? And it all hinges on 3 simple, non-negotiable golden rules. If you master these, you've pretty much mastered the exam.
Okay, rule number 1, and this is the big one, the foundation for absolutely everything else, safety first. You have to understand, almost every question you're going to face comes back to this one core idea. For the PSI exam, it is always, and I mean always, safety over style, every single time.
So, what does safety really look like on the test? Well, it's about specific actions. They're going to test you on things like keeping a blow dryer moving to prevent burns, or checking its temperature on your wrist first. They'll ask about how you dispense products so you don't cross-contaminate. And this is crucial. It's about paying attention. If a client says they feel any discomfort, you stop. Right then. Safety always wins over speed. And speaking of stopping, you need to burn this next procedure into your brain. If a client has a bad reaction, there are only 2 correct steps, and they are always in this exact order. 1, you stop the service. No hesitation, no let me just finish this one part, you just stop. And 2, you rinse the area immediately with water. Memorize that sequence. You are very likely to see a question on it.
Okay, let's put this into practice. Here's a classic exam-style question for you. You go to grab a blow dryer, and you see that the cord is frayed and damaged. What is the only correct thing to do?
The answer is simple, and it is absolute. You do not use it. You don't try to tape it up. You don't think, oh, I'll just be careful. No, it's immediately taken out of service, period. Using damaged equipment is a massive safety violation. Choosing this answer shows the examiner you get it, that you put your client's safety above all else. It's a really clear pass or fail idea.
Now, our second golden rule builds right on top of that first one. Know your limits. This one is all about understanding the legal boundaries of your license. And believe me, this isn't a friendly suggestion. This is the law.
Your scope of practice is super specific. You can do things like styling, braiding, and using heat tools. But you are absolutely 100% prohibited from doing chemical services, applying color, or, and this is a big one, any kind of cutting. The exam is designed specifically to make sure you know exactly where that line is. Now listen up, because this is a huge PSI trap. A client might say something like, "Oh, can you just snip my bangs real quick?" Or "just dust the split ends." The answer has to be no, every time. Any kind of cutting, no matter how small you think it is totally forbidden with a shampoo and styling license. This is one of the easiest ways to get tripped up on the exam.
So let's test it again. Here's another question, and this one is pulled right from the source material. Your client absolutely loves the blowout you just gave them, and they ask you for a quick little trim. What do? The only right answer is to refuse the service. It doesn't matter if the client begs you, it doesn't matter if they say it's okay, your license and the law have the final say. You have to politely say no and explain that cutting hair is outside your legal scope of practice. That's what shows the examiner you're a true professional who respects the rules.
And that brings us to our third and final golden rule, which is just as critical as the other 2. When it comes to any products you use, remember this: the label is law. That means you follow the manufacturer's instructions to the letter, with 0 exceptions. You should think of the manufacturer's instructions as your ultimate playbook. They are not suggestions, they're not good ideas. The PSI exam is testing your ability to follow these official directions over your own personal judgment. And why is that? Because following the label is what guarantees safe, predictable results for every single client.
There is a sentence from the study material that says it all perfectly. Label directions override personal preference. That is a PSI favorite right there. You might think leaving a conditioner on for 10 minutes works better,
But if that label says 5 minutes, then it's 5 minutes. The exam wants to know you have the discipline to follow the rules, not your gut.
Okay, one last practice question just to make sure this is locked in. When you're using a conditioner on a client, what is the single most important rule you need to follow? Is it how much you use? Is it where you apply it?
You got it. The answer is, and will always be, to follow the manufacturer's instructions. When you choose that answer, you're not just getting a point. You're showing that you are committed to safety, to compliance, and to professional standards. And that's exactly what the state licensing board needs to see from you.
So, we've walked through the 3 golden rules. But these aren't just separate items on a checklist you have to memorize. They all point to one bigger idea, one central question that the entire exam is really about.
Let's recap. Safety first, know your limits, and the label is law. See, these aren't just tips for taking a test. They are the actual pillars of professional trust. Every single scenario they throw at you on that exam is designed to see if you are committed to one of these 3 pillars.
Because when you finally sit down for that exam, the state isn't just asking if you know about blow dryer cords or product labels. No, they're asking you something much more fundamental, much more important, about who you are as a professional. Ultimately, every single question on that test is just a different way of asking this one thing. Can you be trusted to protect the public? A license is a declaration of public trust. And every answer you give that prioritizes safety, that respects your legal limits, and that follows the rules is you shouting, "Yes, I can be trusted." Passing this exam isn't really the finish line. It's the first step in earning that trust. Now go earn it. Good luck.